Hello everyone, konnichiwa. Have you all ever wondered how Japanese people greet each other? Greetings are very important part of Japanese culture to show respect and to show politeness. In today's video, we are going to learn some most common greetings that are used by Japanese people at home, at school, or at workplace. Whether you are a student, a beginner, or someone who is just curious to learn Japanese language, well, this is the first step that you need to take. So let's get started with our first step into learning Japanese language together. Japanese greetings are called as aisatsu. Aisatsu. That's correct. These aisatsu greetings are either used to show gratitude, to show respect, or to apologize in some cases. It is usually used at start or end of any conversation. So let's get started. Before starting with the greetings, I would like to give you some tips. When you are saying a greeting, what you make the other person feel is more important. Okay, so let's say if you are just saying good morning but you are not bowing while saying it, then the other person will not feel good about it. Okay, so bowing is a important part of Japanese culture. It is deeply ingrained in Japanese minds. It shows politeness, humbleness, or respect to the other person. Okay, let's say if two friends are meeting each other, they do not need to bow too much. Okay, because even though they respect each other, they need not show it so much. Okay, so if two friends are meeting each other, they can just bow slightly and say Ohio or Ohio gozaimasu to each other. But let's say if you are meeting a client at office, in that case, the deeper the bow, the better. Okay. Second thing is, if the other person is greeting you first, then in that case, you need to match the what we can say the degree of bow the other person is having. Okay, if the other person is bowing deeply, then you need to match their bow. Okay, these are few quick tips before starting the greeting. Now let's go to the first greeting in Japanese language. First greeting, the most important one, which is very casually used in Japan, is Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu is good morning. Okay, this greeting is used in a formal setting. Let's say if you want to say good morning to a friend in Japanese, okay, then you need not use the whole phrase. You can just say Ohayo. Ohayo also means good morning. Okay, let's go to next second greeting. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa is hi or hello. Okay, let's say if you are going out for something, okay, for buying something, and you suddenly meet your neighbor, at that time you will greet them by saying konnichiwa. Or if you suddenly meet someone at some place and you know that person, the best greeting in such cases is konnichiwa, which means hi or hello. Okay, let's go to third greeting. Konbanwa. Konbanwa. Konbanwa is good evening. Next greeting. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai. Okay, even though there is a E at the end, we will not pronounce it. It's a silent E. Okay, so we will just say nasai. Okay, instead of saying E at the end. Oyasumi nasai means good night. Okay, this is also said formally. If you want to say just good night to a friend or a close person, okay, you can just say oyasumi in that case. Next greeting, arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu means thank you. Now, there are different variations of saying thank you in Japanese language. You can just say arigato, or there is a word called domo. If you say domo arigato gozaimasu, then it means thank you very much. Okay, when you want to say, when you want to show gratitude to the other person and you want to deeply say thank you to them, you can just add a domo before arigato gozaimasu. In some situations, you can also see Japanese people just using domo as a short phrase for arigato gozaimasu. Okay, so there are different variations of saying thank you. Any which one is fine, but in a formal setting, it is better to use arigato gozaimasu, the full sentence. Okay, let's go to the next greeting. Do itashimashite. Do itashimashite. Okay, this greeting is used when, let's say, you have helped someone with some task or some help that they needed, and they are saying thank you to you. Okay, they are saying arigato to you. So to show politeness or to be humble in such scenarios is better, and you can just say please don't mention it or you are welcome. Okay, so the phrase for that is do itashimashite. Okay, next. Next two greetings are very, very easy. First is hi. Okay, whenever you want to say yes to the other person, just say hi. And the next greeting is iie. Iie is no. Next greeting that we are going to learn is hajime mashite. Hajime mashite means nice to meet you. This greeting we will only use when we are meeting someone for the first time. Okay, otherwise from next time you can use konnichiwa just to casually say hi or hello. But when you are meeting someone for the first time and you are introducing yourself to that person, the first phrase that you need to use is hajime mashite, that is nice to meet you. Okay, let's go to next phrase. Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Seems a bit long, right? Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu is again used in introduction when you are introducing yourself, but this phrase is used as a concluding phrase. Okay, for example, let's say first you say hajime mashite to someone. This would be your first phrase in introduction. The second phrase is usually when you say your name. Okay, like I am so and so person. And the third phrase is dozo yoroshiku. You can also add few more sentences in between, like I come from so and so country. I am working in this department. You can add n number of sentences in between, but the concluding statement or the concluding sentence should always be dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. This means pleased to meet you or please take care of me from henceforth. Okay, let's see next greeting. This is gomen nasai. Gomen nasai. Again, one of the most commonly used greetings in Japanese. Gomen nasai means sorry. Whenever, let's say, you have done some mistake or you have done some kind of action which has caused trouble to the other person, it's better to be humble and say sorry. Okay, and the phrase for that is gomen nasai. Again, E is silent, so you can just say gomen nasai. Okay, let's see the next phrase. Sumimasen. Sumimasen. There are two meanings of sumimasen. One is excuse me. Okay, let's say you're walking on the street and you want to say please excuse me, please give me way. In that case, you can use the phrase sumimasen. Okay, there is one more situation, like when you want to say sorry in formal situations. In that case, again you can use this phrase sumimasen. This phrase shows deep regret. Okay, whenever you want to show other person that you feel regret about whatever mistake or error that you have done, in formal situations it's best to use sumimasen, and in informal situations it's better to use gomen nasai. Okay, let's go to next greeting. Ogenki desu ka? Ogenki desu ka? From the sound, you will understand it's a question, right? So Japanese people don't write a question mark at the end of any sentence, even though it's a question mark statement. Okay, Instead of question mark, they will always write a ka. Okay, hence desu ka. Okay, ogenki desu ka. Genki means to be fit, fine, or strong, healthy. Okay, there are different meanings of genki. Ogenki desu ka means how are you? Are you fine? Okay, let's see the next phrase. This is a reply of ogenki desu ka. When someone asks you ogenki desu ka, the answer would be hi, genki desu. Now hi we just learned. Hi means yes, right? So you always want to say yes as a reply. Yes, I'm good, I'm fine. So how you will reply? Hi, genki desu. I'm good, I'm fine. Understood? Next phrase. Irashaimase. Irashaimase. Now, if you see this phrase, there is a small su that is written in between. Okay. So, whenever you want to stress on any alphabet, always write a small su before it. Okay. This pattern we have already learned when we have done hiragana, but I'm just repeating it here. Okay. So, irashaimase, there is a stress on sha alphabet. Irashaimase means welcome. When is this said? Whenever people in shops, restaurants, or any public place, such as a convenience store, a department store, supermarket, all these are public places. Okay, so whenever a customer enters into these kind of places, the people who are working there, they will say irashaimase to the customers to welcome these customers into that place. Okay, so that the customers will feel welcomed. So the phrase for that is irashaimase. Let's go to next one. Moshi moshi. Moshi moshi. I'm sure most of you already know this phrase because we have heard this in a lot of movies or small short videos, right? It's very commonly used phrase in Japan. Moshi moshi is said as hello when people say hello on phone. Okay, whenever you call someone and you want to say when you want to say hello on phone, the phrase that you will use is moshi moshi, and then you will say whoever you are, your name you will say after that. Okay, let's see the last phrase here. Sayonara. Sayonara. I'm sure this phrase also most of you have heard, but the meaning is getting confused. Okay, people think that sayonara means let's meet again or let's meet tomorrow. No, that is not the case. Sayonara is used in very sad situations, unfortunately. Okay, whenever you want to say goodbye, or you know that you're not going to meet this person, whoever you are saying sayonara, for a very, very long time. In that case, you will use sayonara. Sayonara means goodbye. Okay, usually it is used when common scenarios, let me tell you, when two people know that they are not going to meet henceforth. Okay, for example, a girlfriend and boyfriend is breaking up. In such scenarios, they will use sayonara. So please don't say sayonara to your clients. Okay, otherwise they are going to have a bad impression about you, or even casually to your friends, because they'll feel rude that you're using this phrase. Instead, there is another phrase. We will see which phrase to use in such cases. With this, we have come to end of our today's video. Stay tuned for the next video because we are going to upload some more interesting Japanese greetings which are used by Japanese people on day-to-day basis. Jane!